the things that it was kind of keeping in check kind of go like, hey, they just kind of go like buck wild, and you're just like, okay, wait, how do I manage this now?
Hi, I'm KD. Join me on my herbal journey.
Hey everybody, I'm KD, here for Herban Faith. Today it's geared at the ladies, but if you have a lady in your life, you might want to watch this. Back when I was probably beginning perimenopause and I didn't know that that's what was happening, my cycles got pretty heavy. And, I did all the things, like I went to the doctor and whatnot, made sure everything was okay there. And thankfully it was. And I was like, well, this is annoying. How do I manage it? And so one of my friends, who is like the sweetest person ever in life, said maybe I should try this one herb called Vitex, which is also called chaste tree berry. I know the blinds are doing their thing. Sorry about that. So what chaste tree berry extract did for me, and I can only speak for myself, remember, check with your doctor, and if you have an herbalist, check with them as well, is it kind of evened out my cycle. It kind of made it like a little bit less heavy and a little bit less intense, and it was just more like, kind of like even keel, if that makes sense. So it goes by two different names, but it's the same thing. Vitex, Vitex, is the same thing as chaste tree berry extract, CHASTE, tree berry extract. It comes in capsule form. I'm not sure if it comes in a tincture, but make sure you get a reputable brand. You can go to your local big box health food store if you have one near you, like Whole Foods or Sprouts. But if you don't, some of the brands I like are Solaray and Solgar, I think it's called. Let me look at my little vitamin bottle. Because I have an iron supplement, I have to take iron. Yeah, it's called Solgar, Solgar. Or again, Now brand, NOW. This is my magnesium that I take because it helps with sleep, getting sleepy, and it helps with like high blood pressure runs in my family. So that's another thing, because like when you're going through menopause, estrogen keeps kind of everything running the way it's supposed to, and when it decreases as you get further along in the menopause journey, all the things that it was kind of keeping in check kind of go like, hey, they just kind of go like buck wild, and you're just like, okay, wait, how do I manage this now? I personally didn't get HRT, but if that's for you, if that's something that you want to explore, definitely talk to your doctor about it, because it might be a good solution for you. I'm not, I can't speak for you. I'm not a doctor, like I said, so definitely check with your physician about it. But let me see if I can get these lines off of my face. One sec. Un poco mejor? A little bit better? Okay. So definitely, like I said, Now brand, Solgar, Solaray, I think it's called Garden of Life. And there are a few other brands that I like, but those are pretty reputable. And I think for the most part, they don't have like fillers and all this crazy stuff going on. Not weird, not food coloring and all that. And I think majority are gluten-free and vegan, if that matters to you. So that worked for me, like to help kind of managed my heavy monthly flow, and it just kind of helped kind of even it out a bit. I mean, it was still heavy, but it wasn't like it was more like does that make any sense? Okay. And I feel like I just thought about something else, but now, oh, okay. And then for just like before perimenopause, you're just your normal monthly whatever. Another herb that is in tea form that I found really helpful just for keeping everything toned in the uterus and all that is it's red raspberry leaf. So one of the teas that I trust is traditional medicinals. They're a little expensive, but I think that they do a good job of giving you a kind of a purer product. So you can get the red raspberry leaf tea is good just for regular monthly maintenance, keeping your uterus tone and all that good stuff down there. And then also, if you're a mama, you're nursing, and you want to keep, good milk production, fennel is good for that. So fennel doesn't taste great, and they put fennel in sausage and give you that sausage flavor, like Italian sausage. But traditional medicinals does make a tea for breastfeeding moms, and it's really good. From what I hear, I didn't nurse because of a lot of different reasons, but for just keeping everything healthy in that area, fennel tea or the traditional medicinals, nursing tea. I can't remember the exact name of it, but I'll link it down below. So hopefully that's been helpful, ladies, or dudes if you're watching for your ladies. I don't know, but also remember, always check with your doctor and your herbalist if you have one, and make sure there's no contraindications, because even though herbs are natural, they have different properties, and you don't want them conflicting with something that you're already taking or making something that you're already maintaining more difficult or worse. So make sure you check in. Okay, always check those contraindications. All right, till next time, bye.